The formidable foursome face to face with the sinister secret of the Sentry. Just to show you the FF aren't in the middle of a brawl all the time, we take you to aisle 7. Is rice on the list, Chris?
Everything is on the list, Johnny.
Blasted mad thinker's screwy android wrecked the whole blamed kitchen, along with everything else in the Baxter building.
Wow, the thing. I wonder how many cards it takes to feed that guy.
Well, according to Reed, someone let the Thinker's android loose to ambush us when we got back.
And Reed suspects some equipment was stolen rather than destroyed.
Reed says this, Reed says that. Sheesh. Man, those apples look good.
Ben, we can just buy a bag of apples. You'll upset the whole stack.
Nah, I see the one I want. You were saying, wise guy?
Well, they could have fallen, Crystal.
Our happy home in ruins, and you're worried about me bruising some apples.
You almost sound disappointed they didn't fall, Johnny.
What?
That's more like my buddy Benji.
Yeah. Why don't you give yourself a hot foot, flame brain?
It is amusing, Ben.
Amusing? It's a comedy riot.
You little...
Excuse me, you folks are with the Fantastic Four, right?
That's us all over, mister. What can we do for you?
A flare with the number 4 inside has appeared in the sky.
That's Reed. Put it on our tab, Buster. We gotta save the world again.
The apples as well? Oh!
Yeah, Ben already made most of them into pie filling. You know the address.
Could this be the threat Reed is anticipating?
I'm hoping he just needs help opening a ketchup bottle. We're never that lucky. The Baxter Building, New York headquarters of our 4 famous heroes.
What's up, Brains? You got a line on that creep who busted my Sinatra records?
I believe so, Ben. I cobbled together a device from the scant materials left intact by our mysterious vandals.
Reed's been working non-stop.
There was little option, Sue darling. Time is a factor here. The android doppelgangers we encountered while returning from the Hidden Land were made from Puppet Master's radioactive clay. I can trace their unique energy signature. I've pinpointed the Mad Thinker's lair to this location in the New Jersey Pine Barrens. We'll leave immediately. Crystal, I want you to remain behind. There may be more to this than meets the eye, and we need someone to monitor things from here.
But what will I do here alone?
You can unpack the groceries, girlie, and make sure you put my nutty buddies in the freezer right away.
Let's be careful, everyone. I'm not one for unfounded theories, but my intuition tells me this mission is far from a simple reconnoiter.
In plain English, Stretcho, you got the whim-whams.
My brother-in-law's right, you big ape. Even with no one home, the Thinker's pad is going to be dangerous.
And there is the possibility that the latest attack was not the work of the Thinker, Johnny.
Boy, ain't we the sunshiny bunch this morning.
At the same moment, in a remote county in upstate New York,
One can only wonder what the purpose of such a mechanism.
It is not our place to wonder. It is only our place to serve.
Doom wishes these devices in place as soon as possible.
Secure each and make certain it is connected to an adequate power source. Many of these materials are unstable. One mistake could mean disaster. And should we survive that, the slightest error will bring upon us the wrath of the Master.
How can we work efficiently under such pressure? Under the shadow of death? The Master expects too much of us.
Is that so, lackey?
Huh?
We meant no offense, Master.
As though one so insignificant as you could offer Victor Von Doom offense. Your words are less to me than the chirruping of insects. But fail to have ready the machine stolen from me by that preening Richards, and you will envy those same insects. One misstep, one single miscalculation, and all my dark designs for the accursed Fantastic Four could fall asunder. And then my scorn would fall upon your heads like steel rain.
the revenge-driven Doom enters another chamber in his vast laboratory.
How proceeds the restoration of the Sentry?
By my projections, it is nearly 100% operational. An amazing creation. Obviously built by intellects far greater than our own.
Bah! Speak for yourself, Thrall. Doom bows to no intellect, alien or otherwise.
see it dead ahead, gang.
Are we there yet?
Relax. We're nearing the Thinker's lair, men.
Relax, he says.
What's left of it?
Looks to me like one of his kooky gizmos went bluey on him.
His lair. It's in ruins.
This only serves to convince me that the attack on the Baxter building had nothing to do with the Thinker's plans. There is another mind at work here.
Oh, Reed, if it's not the Puppet Master or the Mad Thinker who destroyed our home, then who could it be?
You got a month, Susie? I'll write you a list of our favorite enemies.
The truth is far more sinister than any of the fabulous foursome suspect.
The Sentry reached its target in less than an hour, my liege.
It operates superbly, even at crushing depths. Atlantis, home to my one-time ally, shall prove a worthy test for this alien war machine.
What is this?
What enemy strikes at us now?
Who will protect us when Atlantis' mightiest warriors fall before this monster like children?
Not Atlantis' mightiest warrior by far, lady.
Prince Namor, Atlantis is besieged.
Who dares?
The surface dwellers. Who else possess such gall? They shall pay for this treachery at the hands of the avenging sun. Too many times have I raised my people's hopes only to see them dashed by the air breathers. Namor says, no more! This creature is a formidable one, but none may stand before my power. Witless being, you tread where Namor rules supreme, and his power is unmatched! By the depths! A robot of some kind. I barely scratched its surface. I will follow him and learn who is his master.
But the Prince of the Seven Seas isn't aware that he's being followed.
As I suspected, you are the creation of land dwellers. Once again, Atlantis is the victim of the broken promises of those who live above the waves. That will not save you, machine. Even above my beloved ocean waters, I am unvanquished. You will be destroyed. Wow!
Did you see that?
That's that submariner guy.
Skipper?
I see it, Mr. Henry. Ocean Queen to anyone. We are in distress. Repeat, Ocean Queen.
We'll head back home. We've learned all we can from the remains of the Thinker's lair. Suits me, Reed. I miss Chris already. And speaking of your paramour...
Reed, there's a situation you should know about. The Submariner is battling a giant robot on the shores of Bermuda. There are innocent people in danger. Namor.
Changing plans, people. We are going to check this out. We're going to Bermuda? And me without my shorts. South by southeast, Johnny.
What's old Fish Face up to now?
Only battling for his life, Blue Eyes.
Yield! Yield, I say! What manner of creation dares defy me thus?
The Kree-created automaton, known simply as the Sentry, hurls Namor skyward.
Such strength as I have never encountered!
To impact with thunderous force against a mountainside, causing an avalanche that buries the avenging sun beneath tons of rock. And as the Sentry continues its unerring advance... Holy cats! It's a Sentry, Reed!
Does that mean those Kree slobs are back?
Careful, son. As the reckless Human Torch nears the spaceborne machine, his flame is snuffed out by a hurricane blast of air. Ah! Flame's dying. I can't stay aloft. Flame off.
Nobody hurts that little hothead, you crumb bum. That's my job. The thing blasted gadget caught my haymaker. Ugh.
The Kree designed this Sentry to withstand greater force than we can bring to bear. If only I can restrain it. It's Namor. The Sentry entombed him within that rock slide. Sue, see if you can free him. Ah! The strain is too great. Losing resiliency.
Dear Lord, that weight will crush the life from even someone of Namor's strength. I must release him. But even if I do, will he be in any condition to aid us? And can I stand alone against the Sentry if it so easily defeated Reed and the others?
Meanwhile, far below the ocean's waves, clear this rubble. I must enter the royal chambers.
Yes, Lord Vashti.
The Imperial Palace is a little damaged, my lord.
Still, I am concerned. This attack was so sudden, and the attacker departed so swiftly with our liege in pursuit. Perhaps this was a diversion or a trap, or... Just as I feared, this act of aggression was to conceal a greater evil. Something entrusted to this palace's protection has been stolen. Woe be to Atlantis.
Must keep expanding my invisible force field. Must remove the burden from... Namor!
I live! What's more, I am free! No force on Earth or beneath its waters may long confine me. My thirst for vengeance is too great!
Here I was worried about him. I forget that he's one of the few beings on Earth that can battle the Thing to a standstill.
This day will be the last for this cursed mechanism that presumes to vanquish Namor. This I swear.
Are you all right, Namor?
Fear not for me, Susan Richards. Save your concern for your husband and comrades. Namor enters the fray. This madness ends now.
Melt the ground beneath his feet, Johnny. We can topple it. Will do, Reed. Johnny, it's taking all of my will to hold it. A few more seconds and...
I am at your side, Richards.
Well, look what the tide washed up.
It's wavering, Namor. You damaged it.
I will do far more than that.
Save some for me, Tone of Breath. I've been saving my best wallop for him.
Slow down, Ben.
You slow down, Hot Pants. I'm having too much fun.
I've caught it in a kind of slingshot, Ben. While my elastic body absorbs the force of the impact, you and Namor position yourselves for a knockout blow. There.
An admirable strategy, Richards.
There you go, inflating Reed's ego, fish face. Like it ain't big enough already.
Imperious Rex!
It's clobbering time!
With a boom that makes the earth shudder, the Sentry is driven into the ground. Stand back. I'll determine if the Sentry is still functional. Its circuitry is ruined. Its memory cells fused.
You sound dismayed, Richards.
Now we'll never learn who sent it, Namor.
It attacked Atlantis with no cause. Then, just as abruptly, came to this island.
My liege, I bring dire news. Your trumpet has been stolen. The most precious of all Atlantean relics is in unknown hands.
I've been played the fool?
I think we may all have been. This is no isolated event. Whoever sacked the Baxter building and made off with our inventions, and the person who stole the Atlantean trumpet, may be one and the same. Unless we discover who that is, I'm afraid the worst lies ahead of us. Join us next time, true believers.